Okay everybody, welcome to a tutorial on how you can start making a CSGO cheat from a posted source online. So what we got here is we got a ton of different sources here, so a bunch of different ones, and if you are looking for a source, I'd recommend going to Unknown Cheats. It's a very good forum that has sources and releases of cheats for tons and tons of different games, and they confirm files and make sure they're safe for people's use on their computers. Anyway, and it's just a really good place to anything cheat related. After you've found a source that you want to use, you have to download Visual Studio from the link down below. I'd recommend getting 2019 and 2017. Different cheats use different versions, and it can be easier to use others in different situations. After you've installed Visual Studio, you should get a menu like this, and it will show you all the different ones you have. You should have 2017 and 2019, and if you can click modify, and for both of them it's the same. And what you want to make sure you have is you don't need .NET, but it is useful if you are making a loader or anything like that, because it's good for making menus and such. But you need to have desktop development with C++. This is normally added by default. You can also add this, which is also just a good thing to have since it makes your more stuff capable. It gives you more capability. So you need to download I'll put all these links down below, but you need to download the DirectX Software Development Kit. This will give you an error whenever you're trying to build anything where it says it's like D399 or something. It's like some weird numbers and stuff that start with D. So it will always show up with this setup failed, error code S1023, and even though this says installation error, the installation was successful. It's fine. You just keep it. I know it's really weird, but tons of people have had this problem, and I have gone through the code or whatever of what's going on in here, and it says the install was successful. It just has this weird bug where it does this. So you just click finish and you're fine, and it's installed. So let's use this one, Indigo. This is a pretty well-known source. A lot of people use it for their pace. So this is what confuses a lot of people. First is they don't know what to open. They're opening Visual Studio. They're not sure what to open. They're trying to select this whole folder or whatever. So what you do is you just double-click the SLN file. So once you have this open, you want to make sure it's on release times 86. Click build solution, and you'll see it start to build here. So it will say one succeeded. If it worked, it will say one succeeded, and then you can go into here and go to output or whatever, and then we'll put the DLL file that's extracted in. If not, most of the time it will just work, and yeah. Other times it might be in release. It changes depending on what version and whatever, so it's different for everything. But so for here, if we go into this one, has a menu.cpp. We want to do menu.cpp. So in menu.cpp, we are able to change the names of things. So here I changed it to wither.win, which is a paste I'm working on with a friend. So we can change that to that. So, and you can change the name of everything here. You see visuals, misc, skins. You can change to whatever you want, and whatever. Dynamic FOV, silent name, everything you can change it. Backtracks, standalone RCS, everything. You can just anything that's in quotation marks here. It's most likely just like the name of something, and you can change it. And here you can see this is the color, so you can change the color of things, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, so yeah, other than that, there's nothing much else you can do for the paste. But once you're done, once you've built it and everything, after you've made your changes, you want to take the output, the DLL file that you got from it. You can take it out here. So once you have the DLL file, you can do a lot of things with it. You can VM protect it, and you can add junk code. So if we just open this back up, I should have left this in here actually. So we put that back in, and we go back here. We put auto junk code in. I'll leave the links for this as well in the description. And you can you double click this, you say okay. This is just like making sure that you have it in the directory or the folder that you have your source in. Click okay, and you go, I do 36 by 36, and then I do long, and you just click start, or you can remove all junk. So you just click start. It's really hard to see because I have a different theme on that makes it really hard to see, but it will say how many times it's passed through the code and how much time it's like counted or whatever in total. But once you see that the total one right here isn't moving, you can just click stop and then exit. And since I already added junk to it, it didn't do anything. And when you reopen it, it might say, or here, I need to open it in 2019. Give me a second. So if you see this thing, if you see the build tools for V142 cannot be found, that's just, you need to use 2019 instead of 2017. So you open that, and it might come up with some pop-ups. Like here, you see this, it's just saying like what happened, like this stuff has changed since the last time. So you just click yes, and you click okay, and it's fine, and then you're fine. So yeah, you can just click don't save, and well, I'm just gonna click don't save, but make sure you save everything. And you can use VM Protect. VM Protect just what we gotta do is we gotta take out that, and we can just go to output. So now that you have your DLL and you've built it with the junk code, everything, to make it even more secure against VAC, you want to do open. You can just go to desktop, and you just open the DLL file you're trying to, and you go to functions, you add function, you see entry point, you like just click it so it's blue, go options, and you go here and you go ultra and then add function. So after that is done, you click the play and it will compile it, and then you'll get this next one here, the .vmp.dll. So yeah, now you have that, and it's protected by VM Protect.